sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so watch us laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know.
I gotta hold down the city.
Gotta let you know where.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
Os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza, deformando o seu rosto. Se calos falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Bonjour, pras minas no fronte, que for pra comprar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte, trancada na pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade, ainda mais porque a palavra liberdade é feminina. Cidade luz, guetos, becos e pretos tristes como um blues, mano, muçulmano, amor, islã, assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, mil flor, mil cor, mil idioma, mil cor, tipo índio, tio por, servos de Roma, frios por natureza morta, legalité pour mon père, s'il vous plaît, mil pra mim, mil pour select, ma révolution est black, noir, check, em matière, meilleur qu'hier, ma terre me manque, c'est ma place. E o velho sonho, viver em paz, com o necessário, sem ter demais. Verde, mais, verde, mais, verde, mais. Família.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Golden, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut are down low. And it's Barnes in the three. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Here's Green. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
LeBron is doubled. Back to Love. There's the dish to LeBron. They get it again. Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them two chances at the free throw line here. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line, New York Cavaliers.
No good on that one.
Thompson.
And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
my goodness.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Here's Thompson, and stolen by Love. The drive by James, and Thompson sends it back, and they're able to recover.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
James with some nice D. Cavaliers have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. It's Curry outside. Love grabs the board. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Well, I tell you, the Warriors. Roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
James. And it's off the back rim. No good. Green with the ball. He's picked up by James. Hope they get it back. And it's Green missing.
Certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. In for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Vasili's checked in for Green. Livingston hits both of them. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Nice shot by James.
And I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Livingston kicks to Spates. Pass to Azili. Out of hand on it. James with it. Barbosa picks him up. And it's James missing.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Green is out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Clark in at the point. The Warriors leading. From 10 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Shumpert, no good. Warriors shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Thompson inside the line. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
James checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Smith. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Irving. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Irving's got his first 2 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter.
I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. And Curry, here we go. Irving passes to LeBron. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Pass to Barnes for 3. But they recover it. Green kicks to Barnes. Here's Thompson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
They're doing much better now. I mean, in the first quarter, they converted less than 30% of their field goals. But they've bounced back nicely here.
Love can't hit.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Dishes it to Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Kevin Love. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Amon Shumpert's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Kyrie Irving. Fry, that's for 2. And nothing is falling for him right now.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
So he gets the whistle.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada, vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un...
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. The home of the Warriors, live on 2K Sports. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron James is out there with Irving. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Smith in at the 4 slot. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are. Clark.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Now here's Curry. Got a piece of it. Clock at 6. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
All sorts of time. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Irving. Lots of room. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Cook.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Barnes kicks to Curry. Doubled by Smith. From deep, Green. And that one's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Irving. And it comes off the front of the rim. And our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that. Excellent point.
Back to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for LeBron.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
A nice shot by Irving.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Irving. Shoots. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for J.R. Smith. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for James. Shumpert passes to Fry. Takes the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shumpert against Barbosa. And Shumpert kicks to Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
On its way from Barbosa for 2. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, you know, how would you grade them?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
They've got Festus Ezeli. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Spates in at the power forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Count the bucket. Shumpert's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Cleveland. Fires from the wing. On the wing, Irving. Here's Fry. The rebound by Azili. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Warriors leading by 4. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Now here is Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shoots from the elbow. Not enough on that one as it misses. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's Clark. And that's going to be a turnover that called for 8 seconds.
Their turnovers are really prominent. I know they're leading, but eventually it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
Undisciplined with the ball leads to unforced turnovers, no doubt about it.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Maurice Spates. And Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll... They'll think twice about coming into the lane next time, and if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
It's Curry outside. And again, no good by Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Kevin Love's checked in for Channing Frye. Now here's Curry. He's got 7. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 9.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
James in the post. Curry meets him. Snatched up. James, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Takes the 3. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Green dishes to Curry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clay.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Smith kicks to Shumpert. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. The 3 from LeBron. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Mozgov. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Boy, they've had a lot of problems with turnovers this quarter.
Yeah, it's starting to show on the scoreboard. I mean, they've seen that lead dwindle, and now with those points that they've given up, it's going to make it a challenge.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for LeBron. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. From deep. And we finished one half of basketball. Cavaliers on top as they wrap up the second quarter on a 15-3 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Kevin Love. Thompson is out there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Irving. And it's James in at the 1 spot. Green against Irving. Irving double team. Thompson passes to Irving. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. The first one falls.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
From deep three-point range. Kicks it out to Love. Dishes to Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. And it's 8 points for Kyrie Irving. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Cleveland the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the second half.
That's a 3-second violation.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Prize checked in. Thompson misses.
8-second violation.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut.